Mm. Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to morning briefing on Aspheric TV. I am Dayo Olujumo Ekuni. Good morning, Uncle Mustilala.
Good morning, Dayo.
I wasn't fine, thank you. Thank God it's Friday,
Yeah.
And I love your outfit today.
Thank you.
It looks good on you.
Thank you.
Well, let's go to what we have for today. Top happenings making headlines on the front pages of Nigeria's major dailies. The Punch. Several Nigerians, mostly students who are in Ukraine, are currently stranded even as Russia continues to attack the Eastern European nation. Well, the Punch has learned this is as the National Association of Nigerian Students in Ukraine sent out a same-as-soul message to the President, Muhammad Buhari, seeking immediate evacuation from Ukraine. Guardian. Russia's invasion of Ukraine rattled global financial and energy markets, causing oil prices to spike and financial instruments to fall after Russian troops moved into Ukraine by air, land, and sea, the Guardian reports. Vanguard. Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai said yesterday that the military had been reluctant to fully engage bandits terrorizing the country, especially in the northwest, for fear of being dragged before the International Criminal Court, ICC, Vanguard reports. The Nation, as part of the Constitution review, the National Assembly will vote on a bill seeking to empower it to compel the president to appear before it to answer questions on security and other matters. According to the Nation, the clause is also seeking to empower the House of Assembly to summon the governor. Daily Trust. After 12,000 students are reportedly among the many Nigerians currently stranded in the wake of the conflict between Ukraine and Russia, Daily Trust findings show. Daily Independent. Newly created Third Force Movement, the National Movement, TNM, on Thursday said it is waiting to harvest massive defectors from the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, after the conduct of their presidential governorship and other primaries, Independent reports. Well, that's all right now. We're going to a quick break, and when we come back, we get to give you the news in analysis. Welcome back, everybody. Uncle Mustilala, I know there might be a whole lot of things going through your mind now concerning what's going on around the world, in Ukraine and Russia. Following the headlines I took, a summary of the headlines I took, what do you find interesting?
Well, the major one that disturbed me as a Nigerian is the stranded students, Nigerian students in Ukraine. You know, it seems as if Nigerian like fire brigade approach. Otherwise, this issue, invasion of Ukraine, right from towards the end of last year, there was already a build-up, military build-up by the Russians around Ukraine, and the whole world was already at alert over what it will happen. You understand? And about 3 weeks ago, America had already ordered the closure of their embassy and the movement of their Americans in Ukraine. You understand? Likewise, other nations. If you observe very well, Nigerians, apart from going to UK and the US or Canada for school, of recent, a lot of Nigerians go to Ukraine and other East Europe countries and India to school. So at least something should tell us to our government that, look, we have Nigerians, because these are Nigerians. They fly out of this country with green passport. What stopped our government from making the plan of evacuating these students? Must they wait until bombs started landing? As we are talking now, bombs are raining on Ukraine. Although the target that Russia is hitting is still a military installation, but anything can happen. It can escalate beyond that to civil populace. Must we wait until we start losing our loved ones in Ukraine? You understand? So now government will now start talking about making contingency plan towards how to evacuate these young men and young women in Ukraine. And it will involve making budgetary allocation and the approval and this and that and the rest of the bureaucracy here and there, that it will drag for at least a week, 2 weeks. You see where the problem lies? To me, it's as if it's a crime to be a Nigerian. That's what it means. If being a Nigerian, these are Nigerians. Yesterday it was the embassy, the Federal Minister of Foreign Affairs saying, look, our embassy in Ukraine have reassured us that, look, Nigerians are safe and they will do everything to make sure that they protect them. Protect them what? We are talking about war situation. How do you protect someone in a war situation? Is the embassy even sure of their own protection, let alone Nigerians there? All along, what they ought to have done is plan of how to evacuate them. Because I believe most countries have evacuated their citizens out of there. Yesterday, I read in one of the international daily how the Iranians, the government quickly evacuated them. And the last batch were evacuated before the invasion started. So why Nigerians? Why Nigerians? It's like we like making ourselves laughing stock before the international world, before the world. So Nigerians will be left there until they become stranded, and now they're already stranded. Is it when they start killing Nigerians before we think about evacuating our own? This is not good.
Not too good at all. Well, rumors have it that President Muhammad Buhari loves power so much, and he can wake up one morning and say that he would like to extend his tenure more beyond 2023. Well, he has again reiterated his resolve not to extend his stay in office beyond the constitutional.
I believe it's not
allowed.
It's not Buhari only this thing. It's an African thing. You know, African leaders, they like until they become despots in power. You understand? Some of them would like to cling to power until they died.
Do you think that is possible in Nigeria?
Well, Obasanjo attempted it. He attempted getting third term. Although then, why he couldn't get it, it was because he was fighting with his VP. So, and the VP was like eyeing to take over from him. So, in 2007, Atiku wanted the power at all costs. So both of them, they were fighting each other. So whatever thing would lead to the fall of Obasanjo, it was what Atiku did. And Atiku now rallied around some senators, and they killed the third-term agenda of Obasanjo. Otherwise, he almost got it. So if Buhari decided to say, I want this thing, no better time than now. Because he knows quite okay that, look, the international community, all their focus is on Ukraine. You understand? And as the war drag, it will certainly affect the global economy. You understand? And when it affects the global economy, remember that Nigeria is an oil-producing nation. All the international community will want, it's all about interest. In foreign policy, it's all about policy. In international relations, it's all about interest. So the interest of the international community will be like, if you can fill in the gap, Russia too is a major oil-producing country. Now, they will stop buying from Russia. They will look for alternative. If Nigeria can assure them of that alternative, Buhari will become their darling friend. Understand? And when he decided to say he wanted term, I'm telling you, this international community, some will support him. And once they support him, is it Nigerians that will say no? Is it the National Assembly whereby they will push dollars and they will do his bidding? So I don't think Buhari himself wants it. If he wants it, he will attempt it. Take for instance what happened at NSAS. Since that 20th of October incident, did you hear anything again? So can I say Nigerians are timid? We are not timid, but just that we all love our lives. You understand? When you watch how someone was down through barrel of gun, you quickly run back to your me and do not do with me. That is why Nigerians and Nigerian people. If Buhari said he wanted the third term, he will get it. The only thing is that once he gets it, is it going to be smooth for him? Is it going to be smooth ride for him to transit beyond his two-term constitutionally mandated term? Is it going to be smooth for him? I don't think it's going to be smooth for him. He will face stiff resistance, especially from civil society organizations and even some politicians that are supposed to take over from him.
Well, he vowed to hand over to his successor on May 29.
Better for him. Better for him. If you see, apart from that, if you see the man is like the fatigue is already showing in him that look. See, Nigerians, are we enjoying his administration? So, sticking to power means a lot. Sticking to power means it's like I put my finger into your eyes. So that is what it means.
Well,
you shouldn't attempt that.
Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai yesterday revealed that the fear of getting arrested for war crimes prevented the Nigerian military from bombing bandits in the past. Well, El-Rufai, who spoke during weekly press briefing organized by the presidential media team, observed that before the court proscribed bandits as terrorists, there was no legal backing for the military to bomb them. Well, there's a report that after several calls for the government to declare the bandits as terrorists, Justice Taiwo of the Federal High Court in Abuja eventually did so on November 25, 2021. Well, the order was thereafter gazetted by the government. El-Rufai said now that the order has been issued and after the bandits and treat them as terrorists without any fear. He pointed out that it was difficult to prescribe the bandits as terrorists because they had no identified leader or structure like the Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists. well, he has given us reasons.
The reason is not cogent enough. You understand? It's not cogent enough. You will say the military could not hunt down a bandit because of the fear of international outcry or Amnesty International or something like that. Or I know quite okay that Amnesty International will say human rights violation or something like that. You understand? But there is no any aspect of Nigerian laws that states so. Our own laws supersede that of whatever convention that Nigeria is signatory to. You understand? Nigeria is a sovereignty nation. We have our own set of laws. International law cannot supersede our own law. Some of those conventions that he's talking about, they are just conventions. They are not even international law per se. You understand? It's just that some of the conventions could lobby the UN and sanctions will be imposed through UN on Nigeria for violating human rights. But it has not come to that yet. Are the bandits not killing military? They are killing military forces. Are they not being killed? So that excuse that Governor Nasir El-Rufai gave is not to me. It's like child play. Understand? So now that they have been declared terrorists, then what have happened? No changes. The military should go all out and fight these people. They should hunt them down. they should hunt them down. A situation whereby Nigerians are paying ransom to the terrorists to access their farms. It means they are law to themselves. People are living at the mercy of terrorists. Is that how a serious nation should be? That is, it's not good on Nigerians' image. That's excuse. It's not. I believe El-Rufai is just saying that to appease or please the federal government.
Well, for those thinking that El-Rufai will vie for the presidency, well, you're very wrong. Yesterday, you denied reports that he is planning to contest in 2023 presidential election. Well, he stated that he just wants to finish his tenure in 2023, continue his private business, and make money to take care of his family. Well, the governor made the submission during the weekly press briefing organized by the presidential villa team at the presidential media team at the presidential villa. Well, some national chairmanship aspirants have rejected the endorsement of former governor of Nasarawa State, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, as the consensus candidate for the national chairmanship position of the All Progressives Congress. Well, it had been reported that President Muhammadu Buhari had endorsed Adamu as the next party national chairman during a meeting with APC governors at the presidential villa on Tuesday. Well, it was gathered that the former Nasarawa governor who joined the chairmanship race last week will take over the Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Boni after party delegates ratify his appointment at the national convention. Reacting to the development, Senator Umaru Tanko Al-Makura has rejected the endorsement of his predecessor by President Buhari and the governors as the next party chairman. The former governor said the report of the Adamu's endorsement are just speculations and propaganda, urging the supporters to ignore such news. In a statement issued by his spokesperson, Shegu Tomo, the former Nasarawa governor stated that he remains the aspirant to beat at the convention. Well, this is politics.
we said it yesterday that, look, this is politics. You understand? In politics, every minute count. The convention is 26th of March. So between now and the 26th of March, and even the night of 25th, there will be politicking. It will come to a point whereby all these aspirants, those that are aspiring, remember that the report is saying that, look, Abdullahi Adamu just came up.
Yes.
Before now, Tanko Al-Makura, Senator Musa in Niger, these are the frontline aspirants, and one Mustafa Ismail. These are frontline aspirants, plus George Akume of Benue. These are the major aspirants that have come out boldly to say, look, we want to become APC chairman. Understand? Then suddenly, Abdullahi Adamu now surfaces. I think it was last year that his posters now flooded part of Abuja, that he won this state. And then a report is now coming that, look, he's being endorsed by President Muhammadu Buhari. Has President Muhammadu Buhari said it that, look, I'm supporting this? Is there any indication or any indicator that, look, this is President Muhammadu Buhari supporting Abdullahi Adamu? These people, they are very clever. Like Tanko Al-Makura said, it's just a propaganda. Let's take it that it's just a propaganda. President Muhammadu Buhari cannot openly say, look, I'm throwing my support behind so person. So all of them, they are doing politicking. The other comes too, they can decide to say, okay, do one thing or another thing to show as if they're enjoying Buhari's support. For instance, Buhari's son can decide to say, okay, he's visiting any of them. By the time Buhari's son now visits, or they see Buhari's son and Tanko Al-Makura's son together at a public function, it will just mean as if he's supporting him. So these are things that politicians do. They do that to gather support here and there and to intimidate their opponent. So you can see that with this report now, the other camps, especially Tanko Al-Makura, who is from the same state with Abdullahi Adamu, is now his camp is they are now at least afraid. They have now been put to extra work. So that is what politicians are capable of doing.
Well, lastly, you know, Uncle Mustilala, I said something yesterday about a source from the presidency that said the president is going to sign the electoral bill today.
Yeah,
Today is
yeah.
Friday.
Today is Friday.
So I decided
The
12
day,
p.m.
the day is still on.
So are you expectant? But it's not confirmed, but that's what the source from the presidency said.
That is what they're saying.
On channels television.
And he may decide to surprise us again. To say, okay, I'm not signing this thing and send it back to there. Because I read in another analysis, though it's an analysis, you know, a kind of news, that look, the president is reluctant to sign because of 4 of his ministers that have intention to run
President
in 2023. So, which means by the time he signed, that certain clause 84, which mandates a present political appointee to step down, it means some of them will have to go. So these are people that are already working. They are part of this administration, and they are giving the administration that good name through their achievements. So it means they will vacate, and it's not like when they vacate, they lost, and they will still come back and they will still get back their seat. No. So they have to have a kind of a lot of consultation here and there. The president will do consultation here and there and try to like weigh the ramification of these people leaving. You understand? So I don't see the president signing this thing.
Well, it's looking like a difficult time for Mr. President.
Indeed, it's a serious, difficult time for Mr. President.
Because he definitely...
Some of them are his men, his main men that he count on. He count on them. So, and take for instance like Attorney General of the Federation, which the rumor is saying that he's eyeing to become governor of Kebbi State. Abubakar Malami is part of the kitchen cabinet of the Mr. President. It means if he signed the Electoral Act, Malami will go. Do you think that the Malami that will advise Mr. President to sign or not to sign would accede to that, to say, look, sir, sign? So that is where the problem comes. So I'm like, I just believe that my body language is telling me that Mr. President will not sign. He would rather send it back to them and say, look, remove this clause.
What an interesting morning. Thank you all for staying with us on Morning Briefing at Spheric TV. I am Dayo Olujumo Ekuni. Thank you so much, Uncle Mustilala, Mr. Abdulmalik. Thank you so much, everyone. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Aspheric News, Instagram at aspheric.news, Twitter at Aspheric News. Do have a wonderful day. Bye.